So to no one's surprise, there's now been reports that Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave. Now you ask me, I'm not surprised. We were dog shit last season, and we didn't match his ambition. Even now to this day, we're still moving slow in the market, and now he wants to leave. I'm not surprised personally. Will he leave? I doubt it. No one seems to want to pay that much money for a 37-year-old goal machine. Imagine 2022, the times we live in. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, good grief. Those are the clubs who probably linked to him.
You even had Barca links.
Yeah, that's cute, Barca. Personally, I'm saying this to Zeno off air, but if you're Bayern Munich and you lost Lewandowski, what would be a great idea to get fans and the league excited if you get Cristiano Ronaldo on a 2-year deal? I get they're on this thing, we'll keep it young and German and all that. I get that. But at least with Ronaldo, he brings that. He is Mr. Champions League. You're in the Champions League. You want to win it again. There you go. Bundesliga, you probably get 25 goals again. I just don't get it.
Nah.
But they want to talk. But they want to talk about getting Harry Kane and that. Imagine your brethren. How do you feel about that?
They're not getting Kane. The harsh reality is, and I think was it Nagelsmann that said this? Someone said it. They literally said we like him, but we know how much he costs. Basically, they saw Man City attempt to sign him. And they thought, if Man City can't get this guy, what chance do we have?
How many years left does he have in his contract?
Kane has 2 or 3 years left.
Damn.
So he signed a 5-year extension a couple of years back. With no release clause.
Nah, it was just, I think it was a 6-year one, actually.
It might have been 6. It might have been 6, yeah. Point is, it was a big boy contract, and that's why it's so hard for him to leave. So when he wanted to leave last season, he couldn't because, well, he didn't make it easy in his contract. That was negotiated for him by his brother.
I think my issue is that seeing how Mendes has touted his name to other clubs, no one's really serious about getting him. Mind you, we are in the end of July anyway. If he can't get a club, he's just gonna stay at United. I think Ronaldo's not used to this because before Juventus and Madrid, once Ronaldo leaves, he can almost just sit back and go on holiday, play with his children and that, and then Mendes will do the business because every team would want Ronaldo. Now, even last year it was kind of that, to be fair. We only signed him because of the whole Man City thing. But now it's like, where, you want to leave, yeah, but where exactly? Where can you go?
This is what I mean. With certain players, you can't just decide to leave every team next season just because they're not where you want them to be. With Ronaldo, I felt like leaving Juventus might have been a bit premature, but I think Juventus also wanted him gone because of the salary, how much they were paying him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with United now, he's come here. You see, he wanted him. Turns out apparently City didn't want to actually sign him, which I found quite funny because it sounded like it was really, really close until United came in.
I think they're lying, to be honest.
Maybe the saving face, maybe the saving face. But I think ultimately it's one of those ones there where it's just like he joined United and you feel like, okay, he's going to be here maybe. Try to be a part of something. No one thought he was going to try and be it for a year and then he's going to leave. But I guess how bad.
That's where you're wrong. I think that was the case. I've always said this. If we don't get Champions League football, he will leave. Yeah. End of story. And the fact that it's happened and people are surprised is like, yeah, well, what do you expect? This guy, even at his age, still wants to compete amongst the elite.
Yeah.
It's that mentality that won him so many Ballon d'Ors, for goodness sake.
That's what I'm saying.
So my heart is broken. Not that he's leaving, it's that we have effectively let Cristiano Ronaldo down.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, and that's what how he feels like. He probably feels like when he joined, he wasn't expecting him to be this bad. He was expecting him to maybe make top 4, fight for, top 4 position, because they finished second the season before. Obviously a lot of people questioned the validity and the legitimacy of that second place finish, but the reality is the table doesn't lie. Sometimes it does, but in this case, United finished second. You could say that they deserved it and took advantage of other teams' lack of form. Ronaldo joining and then players like Sancho and Varane joining, you really thought they would really reach another level of title contention, but it didn't seem to materialise.
It's just scary about that. I never did. I never thought that,
Is it?
Yeah, because I just thought Oli would just ruin it, and he did.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's no surprise. I think he did a lot of things that Oli did in his time at United was kind of fluky. So. Having Ronaldo join, though, you really thought that a player like that, he'd be able to drag them along. But I guess there's only so much a player can do, especially when it feels like his own teammates are playing against him. After 1 year, he feels sick of it, and it's just like, wow, he wants to leave, even though there's no other team that's really planning to sign him. Messi would have had the exact same problem if PSG went in for him. Man City were the only team that could A, afford them, and B, fit him in the team.
That's true.
Man City would have been in for him, but they already signed Grealish. They didn't expect Messi to be available. So PSG were the only ones that could afford them. Unless he would have had to be a free agent or go back to play for Barcelona for free or something crazy like that. But, and I feel like the same with Ronaldo. Unfortunately, though, PSG aren't interested in him, apparently. City obviously not interested. Bayern Munich say they're not interested. Atletico Madrid have been linked. Real Madrid have been linked, but I think that's not happening. A lot of clubs have been linked. A lot of Europe's finest have been linked to him, and it's just like...
I think it's one of those ones where, similar to De Jong with United, we might get further clarification maybe around the start of the season, because
yes,
I doubt Ronaldo would actually want to stay at United. Unfortunately, I mean, I know he loves the club and the fans and whatnot. I get that, but I also respect the fact that he wants to carry on playing Champions League football. But I do wonder, like, which is worse actually, him leaving or having an unhappy Ronaldo at the club. And we've had that theme before, haven't we, innit? Unhappy players still playing for United. Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like it's best to get rid of him if he doesn't want to be around, you know. You don't want him to tarnish his legacy.
No, he wouldn't anyway. I mean, I would want him to stay anyway. It looks like he's going to stay anyway. We'll see, but...
I think he will stay just because I don't think... Yes, just accept that Europa League football is a reality for this one season. I get it, he's going to be 38, 39 by the time the new season starts, but, you know...
It's kind of like this, man. Someone needs to sit him down and say, look, Ronnie, listen, I know you have no idea about the Europa League competition. You have no idea that clubs even play football on a Thursday, mate. I get that. But no team wants you. The fans still love you.
Yeah.
So you might as well lace up them boots and play against Scandinavian peasants on Thursday and just get your hat-trick. And to be fair, actually, speaking about it, because we still need another striker anyway.
Yeah.
You know, though that being said, Marcel's been doing well in friendlies, isn't it? But
yeah, he has.
Ronaldo might not even need to play Europa League football, just strictly the Premier League. Maybe around, you know, when we're in the knockout rounds and that, maybe he'll play. But I don't think Ronaldo even needs to play.
I agree with that. Yeah.
In the Europa League.
I don't know what his beef is. I get it. He's played in the Champions League for so many years. He doesn't know what Europa League is, basically.
All-time top goal scorer. I get it. But it's at a point where, like, if no club can afford you, you might as well then just stay here.
Yeah, right now it just looks so unrealistic that anyone's gonna go in for him.
Exactly.
Not a lot of teams are. A lot of the top teams in Europe right now are either at that stage where they're trying to buy players that fit into the system, or buying players that are young and can be developed into something really good.
Which is good because now clubs are more conscious to the fact that, you know, just because a luxury player is on the market doesn't mean we should get said luxury player.
Exactly. PSG have completely changed. I feel like if Messi was available this market instead of the last one, they would have been a bit more hesitant to sign him because they've got Luis Campos now, who's very, very good at talent spotting, looking at young players and knowing exactly which ones have the potential to redevelop into something else at a certain club. So I feel like them being not just interested in Ronaldo isn't a surprise. You know, the Chelsea, the closest it's been so far for him to leaving is funny enough, it's Chelsea. That's the closest I've seen the links.
And then even that, you're prepared to tarnish your legacy at United.
That's what it sounded like. But Tuchel saves his ass by saying no.
Yeah, but no, my question would be to him personally. Yeah, you're willing to you know, because you care about your legacy apparently. You're prepared to tarnish that for short-term Champions League football with Chelsea, who's not going to win it. And I think it's deeper than that. You just want to be in the Champions League, but then
that's literally what it is. Yeah.
But I'll ask you even further. Even if you leave United, you're going to be joining teams that will be in the Champions League that might not even win it. The teams that are likely to win it are our rivals in Liverpool and City, Real Madrid, and any dark horse team within Europe.
Yeah, like you're buying Munich.
Yeah, you're buying maybe
PSG,
Milan,
yeah,
things like that.
Yeah, this is true, man. This is true. But,
you know, but
I've even heard him linked with Marseille.
There you go, fam. So,
oh boy.
So I think for him, he slowly does need to accept that, you know, if you love United, then just play Europa League football. I don't think no one would even think any less of you anyway.
Like, a lot of people, all the Twitter freaks will say shit like, oh yeah.
Twitter freaks moan about anything. That's why we don't take them seriously.
This is what I mean, man. It's a good place to get bad takes to bully them because honestly, you know, it's the reality of football, innit? Sometimes your team isn't good enough. Ronaldo put his best in it. Obviously, there's this syndrome that goes around when Ronaldo's on a team where the players get worse around him. But I don't think it's his fault. It's more of the players' reaction to him being around. You know?
And clubs shoehorning him in anyway, to be
Yeah,
honest.
because literally, I remember when Juve sided, they tried to play him on the left wing for a bit. Turns out it wasn't working well. They had to put him up front, and then that's when he started to fire. United just straight up didn't even bother.
Up
He's
top.
a striker.
Yeah, top.
At this age, yeah, he was younger when he joined Juventus. He was 33 when he joined. You know, so he joined United now. He was 36. Yeah, he's a striker now, pure striker. And I feel like, especially now with United looking for strikers, it'd be handy to keep him around if he wants to stay. But I don't think he'll really leave. Just because I don't feel like a team is worth. You might as well play in the Europa League and maybe win that. Then join a team that isn't in the Champions League but probably ain't gonna win it. And even him joining them won't change that.
But that's the whole thing, because every time United is in the Europa League, I assume that we're gonna win it. Don't you dare mention Villarreal. So even if we do win it or get in top four, it's all right. So we're now in the Champions League. You're now gonna leave still.
This is what I mean. Like,
Do you get it? Like,
is he gonna leave and then come back to United once in the Champions League?
Exactly. So now,
You know?
so now you're right. So it doesn't look likely that a club is going to sign you. So how about you just play it safe and just have an off season?
That's what I mean, man. Because obviously Ten Hag said he would have him. Ten Hag hasn't said he won't fit my system. He's gonna try and fit him. He's gonna try and make it work.
Ronaldo can fit into any system. Ignore what your favorite pundit and journalist is be telling you. But Ronaldo can't press and stop this. So yeah, but only time will tell with him.
Yeah, pretty much early time will tell. So we'll go see how that saga unfolds. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Mini Laji.